Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this Saturday. I'm Lily Wu. Grab your cup of coffee or tea and join us for the second half of GMK. But first, let's take a look at the weather. So let's get on over to meteorologist Tanner Swift. Good morning, Tanner.
Good morning, Lily. Good morning to the rest of you. As we take a look outside using the Emprise Bank KAKE cam, actually can see a little bit of sunshine, also a little bit of patchy fog. We also had a very heavy frost overnight, and that's freezing on some of the bridges, especially in the rural areas around Wichita. Again, K254 around Hillside and Oliver, both of those bridges became slick, and multiple accidents are working there right now. Most of the bridges are just fine across Wichita, but allow a little extra time and just kind of take it easy this morning. You might run into a couple of those very isolated slick spots. Officially, we're above freezing right now at the airport. We're at 35 degrees, but again, temperature might be freezing or just a little bit below in some of the rural areas around Wichita. 35 right now in Hutch, 33 in Salina. Temperatures down into the 20s out in western Kansas. Visibility, not much of an issue across most of KAKE land, but down to around a quarter of a mile in Salina, 2.5 miles in Great Bend. But again, most of KAKE land not really worried about any visibility problems. Here's a look at our day plan around 38 by 10 a.m., 44 by the noon hour. We're actually going to see a few peaks of sunshine from time to time here in Wichita. Look for a high today right around 48. Could see some more patchy fog as we head into the overnight hours. Another look at the forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Tanner. On the traffic tracker, multiple accidents have been reported in northeast Wichita. Just before 7:30 this morning, 3 accidents have been reported on K254 at Hillside and at Oliver. There are 2 rollover accidents in that area. Now, dispatch says the roads are slick near those areas. KDOT has been notified to treat the roads. We do have a crew headed to the scene and will bring you more information as it becomes available. New this morning, parents of a man accused of the 2012 theater shooting speaking out for the first time. James Holmes is the man accused of killing 12 people and wounding more than 60 people in a Colorado movie theater just 2 summers ago. His parents writing a letter begging for their son's life as his trial date approaches. His parents say their son is not a monster, but a man suffering from severe mental illness. His victims have a different reaction.
There should be no compromise for a person who kills 12 people.
Holmes has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity and faces the death penalty in that case. Wichita police are investigating after a student is caught with a gun at school. A student at Jardine Technology Middle Magnet School was showing the weapon to other students earlier yesterday. Investigators said they weren't sure if it was a real gun, but the school is treating the situation as if it is. No threats were made, and the school says the student did not intend to harm anyone. A Lawrence man has been convicted of drunken driving after causing a Derby track star's legs to be amputated. Thursday, a Douglas County judge found 24-year-old Julian Kuzmal guilty of second offense DUI and other drug and alcohol-related charges. Colby Liston was pinned between Kuzman's SUV and another car on campus in August of 2012. This was less than 1 week into Liston's freshman year at KU. As a result, Liston lost both of his legs. KAKE's Madeline Anderson shares his remarkable update.
The past 2.5 years have been full of major accomplishments for Colby Liston.
I'm as happy as I could ever be.
The KU petroleum engineering student was named the department's freshman of the year this spring. This summer, he competed in several track and field events. And just this week, he survived yet another round of finals.
I enjoy my time at KU. I love going to school. I can't wait to get a degree and move on and start a career.
If you've already forgotten Colby lost both of his legs from the knee down, you're not alone.
I think even a lot of my friends and stuff, they tell me they forget. Like, I forget you don't have legs. I mean, because I just live life.
Colby says immediately after his injury on August 26, 2012, he decided not to waste time dwelling on the wreck or who caused it.
No matter what the verdict was or what the outcome is, no matter how many days in prison he serves, I still got to live my life.
Since then, he's learned how to walk and run using prosthetic limbs. This is him at the 2013 Endeavor Games, a sports competition in Oklahoma for athletes with physical disabilities. Most importantly, Colby says he's learned to enjoy life, no matter what happens.
I can't see myself just feeling sorry and, oh, I don't have legs. I mean, that's not life.
Now, Colby says his next challenge will be finding an engineering internship for the summer. Sentencing for the driver who caused Colby's injuries is scheduled for January. In the job tracker, Kansas's unemployment and employment picture continue to improve. The state's November jobs report out yesterday showing an unemployment rate of 4.3%. That's down from 4.4% in October and from 5% this time last year. One of the local Wichita aviation companies now wanting to hire engineers is BE Aerospace. BE opened its Wichita engineering shop just 2 years ago because it knew Wichita is rich of engineering talent. Now the company needs to expand to meet a growing aviation demand.
Due to the commercial aircraft industry with Boeing and Airbus seeing record numbers and keep selling more airplanes, the airlines are doing well. So that's a boost to everything commercial.
He says various engineering disciplines are in demand. The shop does employ 70 people and will expand by 20 to 30% in the coming months. Kansas Governor Sam Brownback filling 2 seats in the Saline County Commission. The governor naming Lucy Larson to fill the District 4 seat and David Smith to District 5. The decision comes after voters in Saline County approved the expansion of the county commission from 3 seats to 5 in the November election. Brownback says he believes Saline County residents should have been able to fill the 2 seats and wants legislators to change the law. A health alert this morning. The CDC warning people not to buy prepackaged caramel apples. The apples are being blamed for 4 deaths and have gotten more than a dozen people sick in 10 states. The outbreak started just before Halloween when they are most popular. But the prepackaged items only have a shelf life of a month or more, and some are still being sold. A CDC official says the agency is still trying to determine which brands are involved. A country mourns the loss of a child and children. A movie is canceled in this country, and a new holiday tradition will be starting. Here's a look at what's trending today. Residents in the northeast city of Cairns in Australia are mourning the loss of 8 children. People are laying flowers and gifts outside the house where the kids were found dead. The mother of 7 of those children has been arrested for murder. 4 girls and 4 boys ranging in age from 2 to 14 died from possible stab wounds. The U.S. has formally blamed North Korea for the cyber attack against Sony Pictures. The hacking attack resulted in the disclosure of thousands of studio emails and other material. Hackers also threatened to attack moviegoers in theaters showing the controversial movie The Interview. That is now canceled, but the plot was about an assassination of the North Korean leader. Move over, Elf on a Shelf. Here comes Mensch on a Bench. This is Moshi, and he's gaining popularity as people are looking for children that do good deeds. Mensch is Yiddish for a person of integrity. Now you can join the conversation by following KAKE News on Twitter and liking us on Facebook.